Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone I have missed, with a statement and with my heart. Welcome to How to Be the Chosen Undead, so you want to link the fire. So yeah, we are gonna continue our Dark Souls run. Last time we killed our first lord. We killed the Bed of Chaos. And today I think I'm gonna tackle the Tomb of the Giants. Before I'm gonna start though, I want to show you some stuff I did while I did off screen. So I'm gonna go into my little clips, and I think this is the one where it starts. Sorry. So yeah, I went back to Lost Isolus. Here's the boss room, and I ran down. I wanted to farm some red titanite chunks, so I ran here, and down here is a very good place to farm those, because they are the Chaos Eaters. So now I'm down, and I'm not 100% sure why I clipped this, but I think because I got the red titanite slab. Yeah, in that little chest there, there's a red titanite slab that I need to complete our Zweihänder. Then I went to New Londo to farm some titanite chunks. You just drop down here. As you can see, I died a few times, and then just kill these guys, these dark rays, and I got a titanite slab, which I didn't need, but I thought I'm gonna clip it for you. And oh yeah, and I accidentally talked to Laurentius.
Oh, hello there. You've been struck. Why? Tell me that.
And I skipped this dialogue and was totally confused. But this is a dialogue.
Why, yes, of course. Thank you for sharing. I'm still an able pyromancer. I mean, you're dead.
This is a dialogue that that decides on his questline. Either if you say yes, so you have heard about stronger pyromancies in the swamp. That's why I skipped. Then he will say, yeah, I'm gonna go down there and search for it myself, and that will sadly trigger his hollowing, so we can visit him today. If you say no, he will forever be in Firelink Shrine, and the quest line basically failed. But you can also see the hollowing as failure, so his quest line is either he sits here for all of eternity, or he goes down to Blighttown and hollows, because he can't find the pyromancy teacher, which we actually skipped because we are not pyromancers. Okay, with that out of the way, I have enough to totally upgrade our 2 weapons. So I got 3 titanite chunks and the 1 titanite slab from Asylum Demon, and the one I found is superfluous now. And I also got enough stuff to upgrade our Zweihänder, but for that we have to go down the catacombs anyway, so we're gonna do that now. Or I can just use the bonfire they added with the remastered edition, which I totally forgot about. As they added a bonfire right next to Vamos, which wasn't there before, so you always had to go down manually or go up from Tomb of the Giants, but we don't have to do that anymore. Okay, so also last time I think we collected the Chaos Ember. And I already said that I want to make of Zweihänder a Chaos Zweihänder. So now we can give it the Chaos Ember to Vamos.
Why? Is that an ember from New Londo? And a fine ember it be. What do you say? Why not leave it with me? I'll give you a flame to feast your eyes upon.
Interesting little tidbit. Wait, the large flame ember. Oh yeah, we also got that. But that wasn't in New Londo. I think the large flame ember was in... Oh, I forgot where we got that.
Yes,
Oh, never mind.
We'll get these old bones to work. Well, what was that about? Don't be coming around here without a good...
Yeah.
Why, that's an ember unlike any that I have seen. A very curious pattern. Could it be the flame of the legendary witch? I know. Suppose you left that ember with me. Old Vamos would never let you down. No, not ever.
Yeah. Okay, he's
Splendid.
already going mad.
My oh my, you precious little thing.
Now we can upgrade our Zweihänder to Chaos. It doesn't look as impressive. The physical damage goes actually down and the fire damage only goes up by 1. But the whole thing now scales with humanity. With up to +10, so... I don't have enough souls. Or I have enough souls, but I don't have him popped. Proud Knight 2? Should be enough.
Forget about it. What has gone wrong with embers these days?
Oh yeah, he just... I'm doing that again. It's an interesting little... If you have an ember in your inventory that a smith can't do anything with, they have...
Need some smithing, then put...
Okay, now I skipped it. They just say, no, that's not for me. That's an ember for a different smith. 3, 4, and 5. Okay.
If that'll be all, then we'll...
So now we have our Chaos Zweihänder. And I don't know if you can actually see it. So right weapon... Wait. Right weapon 589. And if I pop a humanity... 589, 589. And now we're at 603. So that's 14 more damage. And as I said, it scales up to 10 humanity. And now we have to... yeah, that's fine. Yeah, as a bonus, that's how you run away from them. You're just zigzagging, so they can't stun lock you. Okay, Tomb of the Giants. The gimmick of this area, as I may have teased, because we were here already for a very brief amount of time, is that it's just dark. But I forgot. I thought I've... Okay, anyway, we're gonna go to the first bonfire in the darkness. It's fine. So at the beginning they are placing these little lights for you, so you know where you have to go. It's still super dark, and there are also enemies, like these big skeletons, which we can one-hit now, which is very nice. So I'm gonna be extra careful, but because I know I'm gonna fall. So yeah, that down there is Lost Isolus, where we beat our last boss. So now we have to deal with archer skeletons on top of these. So best is you just use your sound to hear where they are. And this is why it's nice that we can one-hit them, because now there are two of those. And I think it's just... not here. Okay. It's fine, no problem, because now I can show you how to light up the area. There are 3 ways to light something up. Either you have the lantern, the skull lantern, which should have dropped, but I think I missed a necromancer in the catacombs. So somewhere is a necromancer that drops the skull lantern, which I missed. But no problem, because the second is a spell, cast light, which... Now I have the guide not at hand, but I think it takes 12 intelligence to cast it, somewhere around that. Or the third option is, which I wanted to do, is the Sunlight Maggot. The very headpiece that made Solaire mad or hollowed. This is useful for lighting up areas. So now we don't have as much of a visual impairment. And hopefully find the first bonfire. The Tomb of the Giants is very short. It's a very short area. But because of the gimmick, it's not super easy. I mean, sure, if you have memorized the whole area, it doesn't matter if it's slightly... Oh! I wondered why we didn't wanted him, because of course we lost our humanity. I think we can make that jump. Because we lost our humanity, we do less damage. So we have another incentive for not dying. Okay. I just have to get or remember where this area is. But these items are the Eye of Death are needed to upgrade the Hidden Covenant, which I could have shown you, but it's now so long out of the way that I keep it for you to explore. Okay, now we are up here, now we can get this item, which is just a soul item. Okay. So now we're at the beginning of the stage again. And hopefully we won't fall down this time. Somehow I remember the first bonfire to be very easy to get. Something like just slide, jump, drop, and you're there. Oh yeah, I remember this. Can we get... Oh no. Oh yeah, right here. Can get... Back up a bit. Ouch. I think the arrows are nerfed. I think they were much faster in the vanilla version. I'm also a bit lost. I forgot what that item was. Okay, now I'm back here. So I could have just... It's just a soul item. I didn't want to roll. I mean, it wasn't a stored roll. It was a roll that I'd pressed, but... But I had underestimated where my character would be pointing. See, this is a good example of if you are running the same area multiple times, you take less and less damage and have more and more resources for the part you are struggling with, which is only natural. But that's the whole whole point of the mechanic, the limited resources mechanic, the Estus flasks, and you get better and better at the parts you are at first struggling with. And have more resources for the parts you are later struggling with. Okay, jump attacks still kill them, even at 0 humanity. I mean, jump attacks are also very dangerous because of the cliffs. So this item, oh, this item is a humanity. Okay, I want to get my souls back, but and then I think I will just trigger the. Oh, I remember this one, I think. That's where you get another ember. And... ouch. Okay, so our souls are up. Upstairs, up ladders. Do we say that? Up ladders instead of upstairs? Ouch. Okay, now. Ouch again. But now we... I think we just trigger the... Oh, there's the bonfire. So we're just... Okay. So, we're gonna get the bonfire. And now we're gonna trigger the... yeah. I contemplated if I'm gonna get human or not. So, as you can see, there's a light, so it is implied that this guy, who is named Patches, placed the light at the beginning also.
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
No.
No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but, well, we're friends now, so I'll split it with you. In any case, have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
So he's a fan-favorite character. He's reused in many of the games. And actually he is... I don't know originally, but he was also in Demon Souls. So okay, now if you are going here, you see, oh, there are treasures, indeed. But of course,
This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
yeah, he's named Patches the Hyena. And now you know why. Okay. I think one of these is actually another Skull Lantern. So... am I right? Yes! So I can show you the Skull Lantern anyways. I don't know if we did the cleric questline. Oh yeah, we did.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are 2 fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
No, if you go hollow, you are hollow forever. You lost your humanity and can't get it back. So this is a cleric who Petrus in Firelink was accompanying in the catacombs, and her two companions well, of course, they are clerics, so they can heal. Okay.
You banished those 2 hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I am certain that both Vince... Thank you.
Interesting that it is not implied or said or anything if she can get up and can flee from here, or she will just stay here forever. So another sad ending for another sad questline. I think most of the items here are white chunks. Yes. So they are giving you stuff to upgrade your... Oh yeah, the bone towers. These are bone towers. They can move very slowly, have many arms they can hit you with, and have normal-ish HP. And they are somehow very scary and can pop up. And they just also drop chunks. white titanite chunks, not titanite chunks. White titanite chunks for upgrading your weapon to sacred or holy? Divine. Upgrade your weapon to divine and later to they change it in every iteration. It's called not hollow here, it's not called dark, it's called occult, yes. The occult upgrade also needs white titanite chunks. Okay, I'm gonna show you the Skull Lantern, so I have that out of the way. The Skull Lantern is a item for your offhand, and like a shield, you can hit with it. The parry button is a hit, but it's you can also hold it forwards, and it lights your way. But obviously, you can't block this way because it goes in your shield slot. So my preferred way, if I'm not a caster, is the Sunlight Maggot actually. So okay, this little area is also optional, and it's full of these big skeletons. Okay, you should try to hit him. Okay, this is a 4. One more 5. I don't know how many exactly here are. Five, 6. Six and an archer somewhere. And again, a corpse that looks like Andre with a large divine ember. Where you can also, with a large divine ember, upgrade your divine weapon to +10 instead of splitting it off at +5 to occult. But I only need the +5 club for the boss fight to show you the easiest way. It's not the most efficient way, but it gets rid of a hazard. The arrows are so slow now. I'm pretty sure they nerfed that. I'm pretty sure they were normal fast. Oh, hello, you.
Oh, you. Well, let's just calm down. Talk about things. I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please.
No.
Forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
If you forgive him, he will go back to Firelink Shrine and act as a vendor. If you don't forgive him, I think he will attack you outright. I think we have enough blood on our hands, so...
Oh, brilliant. A second chance. Wonderful. I had a feeling you'd understand.
Yeah, he's still an asshole though, but
If I were in your
he won't do
shoes-
anything weird.
Ooh. Who knows what I'd have done. But now we're friends again. Eh?
He's not as bad as Lortrek. He won't murder anybody. I think he's too he's too much of a coward to murder anyone. I think I will kindle this bonfire, even though yeah. I think there's another bonfire a bit further down, but better safe than sorry. And as our weapon scales with humanity, I'm gonna pop at least 2. So we can again one-hit the big skeletons with a strong attack. Okay, so the real way, I went there before for a short bit, is this way. And you are greeted by these dog-like skeletons. And if you go here, or here, somewhere, you will be attacked by a Black Knight. But these dog things are so dangerous. Don't underestimate them. Of course, they are dogs, so I mean, they're not dogs, but they're also dogs. Alright, the Black Knight is after the bonfire. I hear him coming. There he is. It's another Black Knight Halberd guy. Oh, that was dangerous. But hitbox porn saved me. It was dangerous because I didn't have any stamina left. Oh, damn it. Okay, nope. That's the problem if you don't have stamina, you can't dodge. And I forgot. Wait a minute, why can he block with his... Why can he use the halberd as a spear? Is that right? Oh yeah, that's right, you can poke with a halberd. I think I forgot to mention that when I in the very early episode when I spoke about the benefits of the halberd. So it's another benefit. You can, like a spear, you can attack while still holding your shield up. Which is why that Black Knight wrecked me. Oh. The arrows are so goofy, they're so big and slow and glow white. Oh, there he is. I'm putting him back up here again, so I have a bit more room to dodge. Another aspect of the darkness is if you use your lock-on very deliberately, the darkness tends to get rid of your lock-on. So be careful about that. So the lock-on range is reduced if you want. Even if you have the if you have a light source. Another dog. Yeah, he has multi-hit attacks, but he can also dodge in an abyss. So that archer there, you can reach him. Sort of brave warrior. There are some items that are pretty bullshit to get. I think that one is the effigy shield, which I think everybody forgets about. And nobody collects ever. Even though it's pretty interesting from a lore perspective. Frightful occult shield. Defense against divine weapons and lightning. In an ill-fated plot to destroy the very gods, the followers of the occult once attempted to steal the power of Great Lord Nito, the first of the dead. Yeah, besides that, it's a pretty mediocre shield. It needs faith to wield, to wield, and has very high lightning defense, because lightning and divine are the elements of the gods. Oops. It's interesting that the skeletons also have reduced sight, even though you have the light source. This is the second bonfire, and the last bonfire actually of this area. So I'm gonna go human and kindle it again. I'm gonna go human because, not only because I want to kindle it, but also because there's another NPC invasion, which I really like, because it gives us another armor set, and I like armor sets. Oh, interesting. That one... Oh, of course he survived, because we don't have our 2 humanities. Okay. That item is... It is something interesting, but I forgot what. We can try to get it. We should... I'm gonna try. So it's made... So you can't see it from up here, it seems. So... No, wait, it's there? Oh, I think I have to drop down from all the way on the top. So keep in mind, I have to go there. Like every vertical level, it's pretty disorienting. Don't laugh at me if I die now, but I think you have to jump from here straight to the light. So somewhere around this. It is something like this. Maybe not directly that way. It is a bit unfortunate that I forgot what the item is. Or else I would just say it, because I know that isn't interesting. It isn't interesting for me, particularly. You can. Sorry. You can use a bow or something like that to basically mark your way, or mark where you want to land. That is so weird. They just don't show it, so you don't have to have a mark where you have to jump to. No, this is a effigy shield again. Maybe it's from here to there. No, it's way too short. Something is is wrong. Maybe we will find a way up. I just realized I'm hollow again, so I have to go to the bonfire anyway. Another chunk. So they really hammer home that you want to have, or you can get a divine weapon, and it may be a good idea to get one. Okay. Oh, we also have enough to pump more into endurance. And pop another humanity to get to soft humanity. As you can see, if you use a chaos weapon, dying costs basically 1 humanity if you get your swords back. So it can get pretty expensive. I think we have a monster on our tails. I heard you. Damn it. Oh hey Metcon, good evening. No problem. I think if you just lurk, you still boost my ranks a bit. So people watching will, or my channel will get recommended more. I think that's how it works. Okay, I'm not gonna try to get the items now. I'm just gonna try to at least do the NPC invasion, so I don't have to worry about regaining my humanity every time. No, 100% more views. Yes, and the other view is my bot. So basically infinite % more views. I know there's a way to just run, or to just drop somewhere and then drop another where and go down a ladder and you are there. And maybe I remember it this time where that is. I think it's normally this last bit isn't very hard if you know where to go. So this time, and this one, I don't know what this is, so it's a soul item. If I don't know what something is, it's almost always a soul item. So maybe the item on the platform is just a soul item, but I don't know if they make you do such a ridiculous jump just to... you can boost your viewer count with fake bots. Yes. Yes, you can. But I don't know if Twitch counts real viewers, or if it just counts, or if this just counts the chat. So maybe the one other viewer is me watching the stream in my little dashboard window. So it's also possible. I think the view counts are a bit weird, as the view counts in Twitch. So now our old friend Paladin Leroy invaded us with his big hammer and his shield. And his miracles. And I want to defeat him, like I said, because now we get our his weapons. So his shield and his his big hammer. A legendary weapon of the Way of White, granted to an undead paladin long ago. The mass of iron can only be lifted by those with inhuman strengths, but it is blessed and very effective against the dark. And his shield Sanctus. A legendary weapon of the Way of White, granted to an undead paladin long ago. Once blessed with the protection of a white flame, but its power has all but faded, so that it provides only slight high HP recovery. Yeah, I like those because I made a paladin playthrough, so that was my weapon of choice and my shield of choice. So yeah, this way, on this small ledge, you are ambushed by these bone towers that we saw already. And also these skeleton archers. And this is the last area, right before the boss. It's very weird. So these are some skeletons that are meditating or praying. And also our old friend Pinwheel is now a normal enemy here, and 3 of them are attacking us at once. Of course with less HP, but I think they do a similar amount of damage. So the Pinwheel boss drops these masks. I got the mask of the father. He also drops the mask of the child and the mask of the mother, which all have different effects. You can actually see all 3 masks on him. I think the mask of the child boosts stamina recovery. The mask of the father boosts equip load, and the mask of the mother, I would have to look that up. I'm not sure. Maybe it gives you HP? As I said, I'm not sure. You're also attacked here by these small little baby skeletons, which are, I think, another reference to Demon Souls, because there was also an area, but it was a poison swamp, where you were attacked by baby skeletons. They can cause toxic, so be very careful about their hits. If you don't have the DLC, this may be one of the best areas to farm humanity, because the babies can drop humanity. and they spawn indefinitely. So now I turned around, now there are 4 more. Yeah, just now you saw one forming right beside us. Yeah, I think that's all for this area. I think you get another white, or you get a white titanite slab somewhere around here. Maybe I have to go down. Yeah, right here. White titanite slab. For the, obviously for the plus 10 divine, or for the plus 5 occult enchantment. Or weapon upgrade. Okay, the next lord actually shown already. I'm gonna switch back to my helmet and I'm gonna use the divine club as a sidearm. Yeah, I can still fast roll. Very good. Okay, so now we have a divine club, and we have. I think I'm gonna stay with the claymore for now. If I got rid of all the... So, okay. I should explain the boss fight. First, we are falling down. So we take a little bit of fall damage and are disorientated. Then we are gonna be attacked by small skeletons that will respawn if we don't kill him with a divine weapon. A bit further back in the boss area there are big skeletons. And also the boss. So you can clear out the first skeletons and then go and just fight the boss in the first area and never trigger the big enemy, the big skeletons. That's a viable strategy. You can just ignore the small skeletons because the boss will also do a shockwave attack and kill the small skeletons, but obviously they will respawn. And you can also try to run around the whole area, kill every skeleton with a divine weapon, and then fight the boss, which is harder than it's worth. So I'm gonna try to at least get rid of the first few skeletons, the small ones. This is Nito, the first of the dead. So yeah, I'm gonna switch to the Divine Club. Oh, he also has a ranged attack that can inflict toxic. And the tell for that is the scream you hear in the background. Oh, now he's closer than I wanted. I'm gonna run for a bit. So okay, that skeleton reformed because it was killed by him and not by my divine weapon. So now I got it. Okay. Now we are in a good spot. So I'm gonna go back to the claymore. Okay. So now he's gonna do the shockwave. You can block the shockwave, take a bit of damage depending on the shield. This is his range attack. You just have to figure out the timing. I roll a bit late. Shockwave again. You can outrange the shockwave, but it's hard. Okay. Okay, shockwave again. I'm gonna switch to our Zweihander. Because it does way more damage, even especially with a strong attack. See, now I outranged the shockwave attack, and now that was the right timing. I haven't fought him in a while, so that's why I had to get used to it again. You have to be careful if you're trying to roll the shockwave attack, because it does a lot of damage, and normally it's not worth it to try to roll it. So just hold up your shield, and now. Okay, I should have rolled to the side and not to the front. And that was it. So it's a very simple boss. The only problem is are the skeletons, which you can handle with the Divine Club, and the Divine Club I got from Anolondo, where I got an Occult Club and just downgraded it. And here you can see the remains of the big skeletons. Here are 2 big skeletons, and they would also attack you if you are trying to get in that part of the area. This is a special place. I'm gonna quickly quit out the game to reload the area. Because we killed Leroy, Paladin Leroy, his armor set lies here. So this is his corpse basically, and here is his armor set. And I think it's a very cool looking armor set. It's a heavy armor set, obviously. And I can't fast roll with it. Or maybe if I'm... No, I can't fast roll. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Firelink anyway, so... Maybe if I'm putting 3 more in Endurance. Warp to Firelink. Yes, I'm playing on the Switch. This is Dark Souls Remastered for the Switch. I'm playing on the Switch with a PS4 controller, which I connected to the Switch with a little dongle that lets me play with a PS4 controller on almost every device. So you could plug it in a Xbox 360 or... Wait, not a 360, but a Xbox One and use a PS4 controller with it. Or I think the other way around too. I could use an Xbox One controller with a Switch. So it's a neat little dongle that connects everything to everything. So this is a very, very ornate armor. But I can't fast roll with it. Without any hacks. Without any hacks? What without any hacks? Mods? Or what do you mean? The Switch version can't be modded, obviously. Oh, the controller thingy. Yeah. It's just a little USB dongle which connects wireless to your controller. So I think it has a controller stack for each different controller, and it just recognize what controller it is, and then the USB stuff tells your console that it's a controller it can handle. So the Switch thinks this is a Switch Pro controller. And it works really well. At least this way around. I haven't tested it on a PC or on an Xbox or whatever, but for the Switch it works really well. Maybe I can do a little bit gold? No, it's too hard. Too heavy. Okay, so now we have 2 Lord Souls, and we can go down to Blighttown, search for Siegmeyer, continue that quest line, search for Laurentius, and finish that quest line. But I said I don't do do the NPC quests because it's so much you have to keep track. Of. What does he say now?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's still
Sometimes I lose.
He's still distraught. Okay, I don't want to do 4 Kings, but it fits nicely in my time slot now. 4 Kings, the way to 4 Kings is basically cleared out, so I just have to do a few attempts. What is the magic resistance? Magic resistance stability. Do I have a crest shield? I do have a crest shield. 80% magic and 55 stability. Yeah, I'm gonna take the crest shield with me. I'm gonna put other stuff away. No, just quickly. And the shield. And the lantern. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna use the crest shield. I can still fast roll, yeah? Yeah, I can still fast roll. I'm gonna attune. I'm gonna attune power within, even though I don't know if I'm gonna use it. And the very important thing if you're gonna try 4 Kings, equip the Covenant of Artorias. Like it says, it's Vera. This ring symbolizes Knight Artorias' covenant with the beasts of the abyss. Its Vera, like Artorias himself, can traverse the abyss. So now we can traverse the abyss, and the fight against 4 Kings is in the abyss. Spoilers a bit, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna... I feel like I'm gonna need 15 Estus flasks, even though I think I'm gonna die before I can use them. But I might as well kindle to 15. Interesting. The menu decided not to work and to reset itself. Okay, so we have our shield. We have our weapon. I know Four Kings are very resistant to most magic, so it is possible that this weapon will won't do as much damage as it can do. So maybe we have to switch out to the claymore. The run to Four Kings is relatively easy. There are a handful of enemies, mostly dark race. I can't pronounce that word. Dark race. So I didn't pick up most items here because continuity. but like you saw, I was here already. And cracked red eye orbs are no surprise to find here because they are what you use to invade other people, and dark wraith are known for stealing the humanity of other people by invading them. And they also do much damage. A lot of damage. No. That guy is a bit dangerous because he can destroy your weapons, and he has a lot of health, and he spawns these skulls. And normally I don't bother applying a transit curse. So these, okay. So now you see how this thing works. I don't know if you can roll to get rid of it, but you can certainly roll to iframe the damage of it. It seems. Okay, one last hit. I think it's a one-time enemy, so next time we can just run through. This is not a mimic, and just one Titanite chunk. Oh, now we can see the grab attack. That's the grab attack of the ghosts, which I dodged before all the time. And that is a boss fog. So normally we would just run for the boss fog, and behind the boss fog nobody can hurt you. You can just take a step and drop all the way down, but I'm taking the stairs for effect. So here's another step to fall down. And here's another one. So it goes down, it goes way down. And even more. And even more. And this is where the steps end. And I'm gonna pop a humanity for damage. And I'm gonna start the boss fight. This boss fight, you don't take fall damage even though you fell very far. This boss fight is a DPS race. So you have to do as much damage as you can. Because these are separate enemies that spawn. They all have the same icon, the same model, and they spawn after a certain amount of time. So even though they are called 4 kings, it doesn't have to be 4. In fact, most of the time you will fight 5. Except if you are a caster and have absurd amount of damage, then maybe you get only 3. The silly magic attack, that's why I got the magic shield, the crest shield. That one follows you for a very large amount of time. And now I have to fight 2. So yeah, now I blocked it. So I didn't do enough damage to 1 in the time, so now I have to fight 2 at once. And it doesn't help if you miss. So even though I killed one, another one spawned already, so I still have to fight 2 at once. The movesets are very simple. Oh no. Yes, they do have an AoE attack. The movesets are very simple and you can dodge most of it. Except the silly homing magic attack. But yeah, as I said, it's a DPS race. So you do have to do as much damage as you can in as short amount of time as you can. So now I'm doing it. This attempt I'm doing it. I'm doing it like like most people do it, which is by putting on the biggest armor they have, which is either Herald's or the stone armor set. Oh, I'm still mid-rolling. Wait, that's fat rolling. Is it fat rolling? It's hard to say. I think that's mid-rolling. Okay, so I'm mid-rolling with Herald's, which is nice. I think the fat roll does do a vibration effect on the controller, and it looks even stranger. I can equip the Grand in my off, so now I should mid as fat roll. Yeah. He just jumps into the roll. So this is, yeah, this is mid-roll. Which is not surprising because I have a huge amount of stamina. I have way too much stamina because I only leveled like 1 attunement, 2 dexterity, and stamina and vitality equally. So I have way too much stamina and vitality. Well, not way too much, but more than most people would have. And like I said, you can just drop down from all the way from the top. I'm gonna collect my bloodstain. Okay, off to a bad start. See how little damage it does to me now, and they can't stagger me anymore. And they can do this, which takes which the worst is that it takes a large amount of time, and the second is that it's takes one humanity. If I'm fast enough, I can just equip my shield and block that. You can attack them in their dying animation. That's how most people get 3 kings. Get to only fight 3 of them. So I'm now gonna get stamina and hit him while he's down. So with a big armor set, this boss is nearly trivial. So I can block this, bling, take next to no damage, just ignore his attacks, even his grab attack. And the boss fight ends not when the last king dies, but when the shared boss bar reaches 0 health, as you've seen just now. So yeah, this is for kings. I don't like this boss. This boss is. It nearly forces it doesn't force you, but it's so much easier with a big heavy armor. That it's, I don't know. I don't like when a playstyle is so, how do you say it? So dominant. That you're nearly forced to use that playstyle. I could have easily taken the rest of the stream or not, or even longer, if I didn't use the big armor. I could have summoned Beatrice for this fight and got her armor set, but I forgot. And it also makes the boss even harder because it has even more health. And she doesn't do a lot of damage because she's a caster, and the Four Kings are very immune to, or not immune, but very resistant to magic damage. So it's half an hour for the 2 hour. At the beginning of the stream I was really low energy, but I think I've got some of my energy back. So I can at least do a lot of the next area. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly repair my stuff. Okay. So from Analondo you can go... Wait, did I do Painted World? No, I didn't. There are a few optional areas and optional bosses that I can do right before the last boss. Maybe I just postpone it. I just delay it. Okay, so right next to Analondo, if you go up these stairs, you get to this very tranquil and nice little foresty area, which is a little bit autumny. And you get to this big archway with one of our old friends, the boar. But this time they don't have a flap on their back, so they are immune to backstabs. But they still have a lot of health. So the easiest but the least immersive way to deal with them is just to run back to this area, and they leash here, and they also can't physically leave that area. They can't physically step down these stairs. So you can just relatively safely get a hit off, or not safe at all. And go back to the stairs, to the safe area. I may have already mentioned it, but there are 2 of these in this hallway. The other one normally I run by. And run up here in this little thingy, and he runs up the stairs and can't hit me here. So another safe-ish area to hit him from. And as I've said already multiple times, if you're killing every one enemy of a one spawn type, so these boss won't respawn, then you will guaranteed get the drop of them. So the Fangboar helm is a drop that they can drop, and if it haven't dropped by the last of them, you will get it guaranteed. Oh, it's so difficult to explain in English. The next area is a bit a bit annoying because there are these crystal hollows which come in different varieties, either with sword and shield or with a bow. By themselves they already do not bad amount of damage. They don't have a lot of health though. And this is basically the area where you can learn their moveset in safety. Because right after that is one of the channelers who, as you know, can buff enemies. So the next guys will be buffed. This crystal golem is a tiny bit special. He was already in the game. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. He was already in the base game from the beginning. But when they added the DLC, they made that enemy, the enemy that that will give you the broken pendant. And the broken pendant is a key item. Half of a broken stone pendant. The vine appears to originate from Ulesiel. A powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. So this is the key item to get into the DLC, which only drops if you have before killed the Hydra and the golden crystal golem, and the only hint you have is that it's a golden crystal golem, and this is the area where you can find other crystal golems. So I still don't know how people figured out the way to get through to the DLC. Okay, you can take this area. You can take this area relatively safe. You can also do it very badly, like I'm doing here. I'm not doing very well, but it's not bad that we use a bit of humanity for healing, because that boosts our damage because of the fire of the chaos weapon. Look at these sick dodges. And look at these sick misses. Good evening, Matt. This fire sword, it's actually a chaos sword. It's enchanted with a chaos flame. It was a fire sword, now it's a chaos sword. And it scales with humanity. Don't expect me to explain why chaos scales with humanity. I'm not exactly sure. It sounds dangerous. Yeah. The smith we gave, the smith that enchanted this with chaos was the skeleton, the big skeleton dude. And he was laughing maniacally, so I don't know if this is safe or not. This is such a bullshit area. I don't even have to be here, but... Bonk. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Another ambush. After an ambush, another ambush. Oh, nice. See, now we can look down, all the way down to Undead Berg. It's a bit hard, and I don't know where I put the binoculars, but seems like a nice dude. Yeah, the only thing about the skeleton smith is that he was recorded with a toaster, so somehow that always takes me out of the experience. I mean, it's a deliberate sound, a deliberate voice effect, but it sounds like he's recorded with a toaster. The level design is so good. You're saying that, but this is Duke's Archive, so this is notoriously strange level design, because these staircases in the middle can be turned, and it's so confusing. The whole level design is so confusing. But the overall map, yes, I agree, because you always know where you came from. You can look in the area, sometimes where you are going to. Also, this is a mimic, because the chain goes towards you and it breathes. So mimics don't have much elemental defense. That's why this weapon does so much damage. And crystal also is elemental defense. And here's a night shield upgraded with a crystal path. Crystal is a weird enchantment, because you can't repair the items anymore, but it's very strong. I don't know if the scaling also gets removed. No. So it still scales, but you can't repair it anymore. The mimics. I mean, they are mimics. What are you expecting? Mimics are always weird. Or is there one game that has cute mimics? This elevator is the stage for one of the most infamous skips, which I trained for a bit, but it's not very easy. Basically, you have to pull this lever, then quickly roll off, and then roll again and land on this ledge here, on this railing, and then you can skip. Calimus knows what's up. You can skip 80% of the level, or maybe, yeah, yes, 80%, because you skip the whole turn the ladders and turn the stairs and the whole thing that follows now. I'm doing it the intended way, because that's what I'm... No, I'm not doing the skip. I'm doing everything the intended way, because that's what's the experience of most people. So intended way it is. I just explained it. Maybe I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna record it offline and show it. But yeah. I think the last time I tried it, I was at 60 FPS and couldn't figure out why it didn't work. I like my souls, so I'm gonna use a rare ring of sacrifice. As this is one of the most bullshit areas. You think, oh, nice, a boss fight. What am I gonna do? And then you try to... yeah. Then you try to fight him, but it doesn't work. I always take this fight as it's an intended death. It's a little trope of Japanese gameplay, Japanese game design. Intended death puts you here, deactivates all your warps, and for me it's the only reason rare ring of sacrifices exist, because the rare ring, as opposed to the normal ring of sacrifice, also gives you high curse resistance, so you don't risk getting cursed, because that's also a possibility. So getting cursed and you are dead and you are here, so half health, you can't warp back and have to escape prison. This guard is very sick, and as you can see, he's sleeping and he's really close to death. He only has 1 health. And yeah, that's how you get out of prison. And now prepare for the worst sound in the game for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Solid butt punch, thanks. I'm gonna do my best to get to the off switch as fast as possible, without dying. This is one of those sounds, if nobody makes you aware of the sound, then after a while you forget that the sound is there, and you just have this pressure on your head. Because the sound gets the new normal, and the pressure is just... that's a grab attack. No, 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 no! Okay. These drop humanity. Nice. Not so nice. Okay. And now prepare for sweet release. Silence. It's so I don't know. I don't know what they thought. Yeah, these are crying and non-hostile. And I'm gonna leave them. They drop miracles that are sometimes interesting. But I'm not gonna murder everyone just to show you what they drop. I think Soothing Sunlight and Bountiful Sunlight are what they drop. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's a cry of relief because the sound died out. Because we got rid of the sound. Dog. Yeah, now we are on top of the bonfire. Wait, no, we're on top of here. It's a bit confusing here. Oh. I said something about the... What is he called? The saint. The saint of the Way of White. The girl that we found in the catacombs where her two companions were hollow, and I said that I don't know if she will be rescued or if she just... Rhea, right, that's her name. I said I don't know if she will be rescued or if she will survive, and now I remembered what happened to her. Hot. Stay down. So, Rhea, the cleric girl. Oh, yeah, okay, I did it. So you have to go here and then drop here. No. You have to drop a bit off the wall, not right on the wall. So you don't get repelled by the wall, because you are the same polarity as the wall. Yeah, I underestimated the magnetic push of the wall. But the sound will not be reactivated. So that's gone forever. Thank God. So I'm gonna try it one more time. It should be like... like this? Nope. Same thing. Maybe I have to roll? Oh! Frogmage is hosting me. And he's Frogmage again. thanks for the host, Froggy. I don't have notifications for hosting, but I just saw it in the dashboard. Okay, one more time. I'm sure I'm doing it right. I'm sure you have to drop down there. I'm bad. But yeah, that's the armor set of Rhea. You have to believe me. So, what the Duke's deal is, he kidnaps clerics and turns them into these blue tentacle monsters. That's the implication here. Yeah, it just is the armor set, and I already have a pretty princess armor. I think. Do I have? I think I have. Okay, one last time, but this time I'm gonna roll. If it doesn't work, it won't work. Yay, okay, so you know you have to roll. Then you're gonna make it. So okay. So she even died in prayer, at least a bit. So now we can be a pretty princess. Yay. Oh, we can fast roll this way. Nah. Sorry. Okay. Maybe just the hood. Nah, that looks dumb. Now we're gonna use Keldermist's favorite hat. I should still be able to fast roll with Grasscratch Shield. I think at least. Okay, now to the... No, we can't. Okay, I equipped the Ring of Favor and Protection. That means I can't take it off without breaking it. That was intentional. Because the Ring of Favor and Protection is in my final equipment anyway. Poke. Okay, the main gimmick, like I said, are these rotating stairs. And channelers everywhere. And not only are the channelers... Okay, if I one-hit the channelers, they are maybe not such a big problem. Normally, if you hit the channelers once, they will teleport away. But by one-hitting them, I'm gonna... I can circumvent that. Okay, Okay, we can just go down here and get the bonfire at least. Okay. Ouch. Okay, from the bonfire. Yeah, I'm gonna solve this riddle, or else I'm just getting annoyed at the start of the next stream. So I'm gonna solve this riddle, and then I'm gonna end the stream. So I'm not gonna do the boss fight today. Okay, from the bonfire. Go up the stairs. I hope I'm remembering this is right. Wait, I think I'm already wrong. Up the stairs all the way. Okay. Up the stairs all the way, so here, dodge the arrows. Then spin it. Short note, that chest is one of the hardest to get items in the game. You have to fall on the chest while the stair is rotating. So good luck. It's a crossbow that fires 3 bolts at once. So it's a good crossbow, but it's so hard to get. Okay, up again. And then this stair should be here, and then you can fall down. And oh yeah, and then you have to spin the stairs one more time. Yeah, like I said, it's one of the hardest to get items in the game. And then you are here, and then you can slide down the stairs. And unlock the shortcut. If you... Ouch! That was a headshot! The animation is so gruesome. Whoa. I think the crossbow is better in Dark Souls 2. I think the requirements are less, and you can just put it in your offhand with a quality build, so dexterity and strength. I think this is an ember? No, it's just a chunk. With these chests, I'm always a bit confused. I mean, they blend good in... they blend very well in the background. So you don't know, oh, is this a chest I can use? Yes. This is a Chandler set. This is... the giant cell key. So now we could go all the way back to the cell and get open the giant cell, which is part of the quest line of Big Cat Logan, but we didn't do the quest line, so he isn't there. So yeah, this is a mimic. with the enchanted falcon. I don't know why. And this is the ember. So all these chests here that are back to back to back, I always get confused. And this one is just a few, how is it called? Prism stones. Okay, so I'm gonna open this boss gate, this fog, and now next time I can just run straight to the boss. Through the crystal cave, which is also an area which is a bit weird. But yeah, next time seems to be the finale. I just have to kill Cease, the Duke, and then the final boss, and maybe some optional bosses if I feel up to it, but right now I'm feeling like I should maybe find an end to this series, because it's a long series and the optional stuff is optional, so I want to keep something for you to explore and to find. Okay, so yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and yeah, it's so much nicer when somebody in chat is there. As I will stream next time on Sunday, like in the little schedule. Let's go Pokemon! I can't wait. I'm so excited to play more. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was very productive. We killed 2 lords and finished one area, most of the last area. I feel very, very good. Yeah, oh yeah, the bot can do the thing. Hopefully. So yeah, join our Discord. Check out Keldamis, check out Matt, check out Mew. And yeah, I hope I see you Sunday or next Friday or whenever, or in Discord. And I have to come up with a cheesy with a cheesy ending line to get with my cheesy opening line. But for now, I'm just gonna say thank you for watching and goodbye. And struggle to find the off button.